Maybe you're hearing this right now with your body tired, with your heart heavy, and with the feeling that tomorrow you don't know where you'll find the strength to get up. If that's you, stay with me. Because this prayer doesn't come from someone strong. It comes from someone tired, just like you. Maybe you're also tired tonight. Maybe your hands hurt too. If they do, know you're not alone. I'm here in this dark bedroom, sitting on the edge of the bed, feeling every part of my body ache with exhaustion. It's almost midnight. In 5.5 hours, the alarm will go off again, and I'll have to get up. Because that's what I do. I get up, I work, I provide for my family. But before I sleep, I need to talk to God. I need to kneel here, even with my knees hurting, because if I don't talk to Him now, how will I have strength tomorrow? Lord, I know you're there. I know you're listening, even when my words come out all wrong, even when all I can do is groan with pain and exhaustion. You know every part of this body that's breaking down little by little. You know every wound on these hands I can barely close now. You know the weight I carry on my shoulders, not just the physical weight of what I lifted today, but the weight of being responsible for 4 people who depend on me. Today was another hard day, Father. I woke up when it was still dark. I looked over and saw my wife sleeping, with that worried look she has even in her sleep. She works as hard as I do, Lord, takes care of the house, the kids, and still works 2 part-time jobs to help with the bills. Sometimes I wake up at 3 a.m. and see her at the kitchen table going through bills, with red eyes from exhaustion, but still working, because she knows she can't stop either. I got up slowly so I wouldn't wake her. She needs at least a little rest. I went to the bathroom, splashed cold water on my face, looked in the mirror and barely recognized myself. When did I get so many gray hairs? When did these eyes become so sunken, so tired? I'm only 35 years old, Lord, but sometimes it feels like I'm 60. Before leaving, I went to check on the kids. My oldest son, 7 years old, sleeping with his mouth open, hugging that broken plastic truck he loves. The little one, 4 years old, with her thumb in her mouth. And the baby, 18 months old, breathing so peacefully, not knowing anything. I stood there watching them, and you know what I thought, Lord? It's for them, everything is for them. I left the house at 5:30 a.m. It was still dark and cold. I don't have a car, you know that. Well, I have that old 02 Ford with 180,000 miles that barely starts half the time, but I'm trying to save on gas where I can. So I drove to the job site, that 25-minute drive where I know every pothole in the road. While I drove, I talked to you, asked for protection for the day, asked for wisdom to stay out of trouble, asked for patience to handle whatever came. And a lot came, Father. I got to the construction site. You know where I work, carrying lumber, drywall, concrete blocks, helping with whatever needs doing. And the foreman was already in a bad mood. Said we needed to work faster, make up for the time we lost last week when it rained, and we couldn't work. Working faster means carrying more weight, sweating more, breaking this body that's already so tired. I didn't complain, Lord. You taught me through your word that I should do everything without grumbling or complaining. So I grabbed the first load of 2x4s and carried them up those stairs, then another and another. I lost count. My back started hurting before 8 a.m. By 10, my arms were shaking. At noon, when we stopped for lunch, that simple lunch my wife packed with so much love, a sandwich, an apple, some chips, I could barely hold it right. But you know what happened during lunch, Father? My phone rang. It was my wife. She was worried because our little girl had woken up with a fever. It wasn't very high, but it was a fever. My heart sank. I wanted to drop everything and run home, take care of my baby girl. But I couldn't, Lord. You know I couldn't. If I left, I'd lose a day's pay. And losing a day means not having enough at the end of the month. It means maybe not having enough for groceries. It means maybe not being able to pay the electric bill, and I can't let my kids sit in the dark. So I did what I could do. I prayed. Right there, sitting in that corner of the construction site with my lunch in my lap, I closed my eyes and cried out to you. Asked you to touch my little girl. Asked for the fever to go away. Put her in your hands because that was all I could do in that moment. And you know what happened? 2 hours later, my wife texted saying the fever had gone down, the little one was playing again. You answered, Father. You always answer. It might not be in words I can hear, it might not be the way I'd like, but you answer. And I know how to recognize when you're working in my life. I know it was you who healed my daughter. I know it was you who calmed my wife's heart. And I know it was you who gave me strength to keep working, even with my heart tight with worry and missing them. I worked until 6 p.m. When the foreman finally said it was time to go home, I could barely move. Every muscle in my body was screaming with pain. My hands were raw in some places, even with the gloves. My back, oh Lord, my back. Sometimes I'm afraid that one day it'll just give out and I won't be able to work anymore. And if that happens, what will happen to my family? But then I remember what you taught about not being anxious about tomorrow. Each day has its own problems. I need to trust that you'll take care of the future. My part is to live today faithfully, do the best I can now and leave the rest in your hands. I got on the bus home. It was packed, like it always is at that time. I stood there, holding the rail even with my aching hands. I looked at the other people on the bus and wondered how many were as tired as me. How many also had families waiting at home. How many also wondered if they could keep going tomorrow. I got off the bus and still had that 20-minute walk home. It was getting dark. The streetlights had come on. As I walked, I passed by that toy store on the way. I stopped for a second and looked in the window. There was a big, beautiful doll in a pink dress. I thought about my daughter. She deserved that doll, but the price was more than I make in 3 days of work, more than I can spend right now. I felt that pain in my chest, Lord, that pain of not being able to give my kids the things they deserve. They're not asking for expensive things. They're not being unreasonable. It's just a doll, a new truck, sneakers that aren't all worn out. But even these simple things are luxuries for us, and that hurts, Father. It hurts a lot. Sometimes I feel like I'm failing as a dad for not being able to give more than the basics. But then, you remind me that the most important thing isn't what I can buy for them. The most important thing is love. It's being present, even when I'm tired. It's hugging them, even when my arms can barely lift. It's kissing them, praying for them, teaching them about you. Because these things, these are the true riches. You taught me that where our treasure is, there our heart will be also. And my heart is with them. That's worth more than any expensive toy. When I got home, the kids ran to hug me. Even tired, even hurting, I bent down and hugged all three at once. And in that hug, Father, I felt you there. I felt your presence. I felt you telling me, you're doing it right. Keep going. I'm with you. We had dinner together. Simple food like always. Some leftover casserole my wife stretched to make it last. Some bread, a little salad. But it tasted good. And we were together. My wife looked at me in a way that showed she knew how tired I was. We didn't need to say anything. After so many years together, we understand each other just with looks. After dinner, I gave the kids a bath. Even with my arms aching, I bathed them. Because they're my children, Lord. They're the gift you gave me. And taking care of them isn't a burden, it's an honor. Then I put them to bed. I prayed with each one. I taught the little one to say, "Thank you, Jesus." The little girl asked me to tell the story of David and Goliath, and I told her, Father. I told her how a young boy, despised by his older brothers and by the king, faced a giant that terrified the entire army. I told her how he didn't have expensive armor or an iron sword. He just had a sling and 5 smooth stones from the creek, but he had something the giant didn't have: faith in you. And that faith made him win. Then I explained to her that we also face giants every day. The giant of bills that keep coming, the giant of not enough money, the giant of exhaustion that feels like it's going to knock me down. But if we have faith, if we trust you like David trusted, you help us win too. She looked at me with those shining little eyes and said, "Is Daddy strong like David too?" And I almost cried, Lord, because I'm not strong. I'm weak. My body is breaking down. My strength is at its end. But then I remember what you told the Apostle Paul when he also felt weak, that your grace is sufficient, that your power is made perfect in weakness. So yes, sweetheart, your daddy is strong, not because I have muscles or because I can carry weight, but because you are strong in me. Now they're all sleeping, the house is quiet. My wife just lay down too, exhausted, and I'm here on my knees beside the bed, talking to you because I need to give thanks. I need to tell you that even with everything so difficult, even with so much exhaustion, so much pain, so much worry, I know I'm blessed. I'm blessed because I have a family. There are people who have no one, Lord, and I have 4 people who love me, who count on me, who make my life worth living. There are rich people living in mansions who are alone, and I, in my simple house, have more wealth than they do. Because I have love. I'm blessed because I have work. I know it's hard work that it breaks me down, but it's honest work. I don't steal from anyone, I don't deceive anyone, I earn my bread by the sweat of my brow, as you ordained from the beginning. And there are so many unemployed people, Father. So many people who would love to have this chance I have, even though it's difficult. I'm blessed because I have health, even when tired, because I can still get up, walk, work. My body complains, but it still functions. I pass people on the street today who can't even walk properly. I saw people in wheelchairs, and I, with these legs that hurt, can still walk. That's your grace. I'm blessed because I know you, because I know I'm not alone on this journey, because I know there's a God who loves me, who takes care of me, who has a plan for my life even when I can't see it. Many people live without this certainty, without this peace. Many people don't know where they're going, but I know I'm going to you. You know what hurts me most, Father? It's not the physical exhaustion. It's not the lack of money. It's not the difficulties. What hurts most is when they make me feel small, when they treat me like I'm nothing, when they speak to me with contempt just because I do manual labor, when they look at me like I'm less than them. There was a moment today when the foreman called me in front of everyone and yelled at me because he thought I was working slow. He yelled, "Lord." He humiliated me in front of everyone, and I just lowered my head and swallowed my anger. Because I need that job, because I can't fight back, because I have a family that depends on me. But it hurt, Father. It hurt deep in my soul. I felt small, worthless, like I was nothing. And then, right there in the middle of that pain, you touched my heart. You reminded me that I was created in your image and likeness, that you formed me in a special way, with care, with purpose. That in your hands even the things despised by men have immense value. You reminded me that when Jesus was here on earth, he chose fishermen, tax collectors, simple people like me. He didn't choose the rich, the powerful, the important. He chose the small ones, and he did great things through them. That changed everything in my mind, Father. Because if the creator of the universe calls me his son, what does it matter what a foreman yells? If the King of Kings loves me, what does it matter if someone despises me? My value doesn't come from people, it comes from you. Father, there are days I think about giving up. There are days when the exhaustion is so much I think I won't be able to get up tomorrow. There are days when the pain is so much I think my body is going to break. There are days when the humiliation is so much I think, is it even worth it? But then I look at my kids sleeping. I look at my wife. I look at this simple house that's my home. And I know it's worth it. Every drop of sweat is worth it. Every tear is worth it. Every pain is worth it. Because I'm not just living for myself, I'm living for them. And more than that, I'm living to honor you. I'm showing my kids what it means to be a man of God. A man who doesn't give up. A man who works with honesty even when he could steal or cheat. A man who trusts you even when everything seems impossible. I want my kids to see an example of faith in me. I want them, when they grow up and face their own difficulties, to remember, my dad went through hard things, but he never lost faith. My dad was tired, but he never stopped seeking God. My dad didn't have much, but he was happy because he had Jesus. You know what scares me most, Father? It's thinking about the future. How will I pay for my kids' education? How will I be able to give them a better life? How will I keep working like this when my body finally can't take it anymore? What if I get sick? What if I lose my job? These questions haunt me sometimes, especially at dawn when I can't sleep. But then I remember your word. I remember how you fed Elijah through ravens when he was hiding. I remember how you multiplied the widow's oil when she had nothing. I remember how you rained manna from heaven for the people in the desert. I remember how you always took care of your children. And if you took care of them, you'll take care of me too. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know you will. Because you don't change. The same God who worked miracles in the past is still working today. And he will continue to sustain me day after day. So I put everything in your hands, Father. My worries, my fears, my pains, my exhaustion. I put my family in your hands, my work, my future, my health, everything. Because I know you take care of me better than I could take care of myself. You've already proven so many times that you're faithful. I remember when my oldest son got sick and we had to take him to the hospital. We didn't have money for the expensive medicines the doctor prescribed. But that same afternoon, an acquaintance we hadn't seen in a long time showed up at our house and said, God had put it on his heart to help us. He gave us exactly the amount we needed. You provided. I remember when I lost my previous job and went 3 months without work. I thought we were going to go hungry, that they'd cut off the electricity, that we wouldn't be able to pay rent. But you know what happened? Every day someone showed up at our door. One brought rice, another brought beans. Another brought chicken. We never knew who some of these people were, but I know who sent them. It was you provided. I remember so many difficult moments, Father, and in all of them you were present. In all of them you held me up. In all of them you proved that you take care of your children. Why would now be different? Why would you abandon me now? You won't, Father. I know you won't. Because you are faithful. You're not a man that you should lie. What you promise, you fulfill. So today, even tired, even hurting, even worried, I choose to be thankful. I choose to praise. I choose to trust. Because you deserve it. You are good all the time. Even when things are difficult, you are good. Even when I don't understand what's happening, you are good, always. And if you allow me to go through these difficulties, it's because there's a reason. Maybe it's to make me stronger, like fire purifies gold. Maybe it's to teach me to depend more on you, like a child depends on their father. Maybe it's so my story can help someone someday, so someone going through the same thing can see it's possible to overcome. I don't know the complete purpose, Father, but I trust there is one. I trust you're doing something in me that I still can't see. Like the potter works the clay, molding, kneading, sometimes even seeming to destroy it, but actually creating something beautiful. That's how I see you working in my life. Lord, I'm going to ask you something now. I won't ask for wealth because I know you know my heart. and that wealth could pull me away from you. I won't ask for an easy life, because I know it's in difficulties that we grow. I won't ask for luxury, because that's not what matters. But I'll ask for strength. Strength for one more day. Strength to get up tomorrow when the alarm goes off. Strength to carry one more bag of cement. Strength to endure another humiliation if it comes. Strength to keep being a good father, a good husband, a good man of God. And I ask that you continue to take care of my family, protect my children from all evil, keep my wife who works so hard, cover our house with your blood, keep away all sickness, all danger, all evil. May your angels camp around us. I also ask for wisdom, Father, wisdom to manage the little I have, wisdom to raise my children in the right way, wisdom to be the husband my wife deserves, wisdom to make the right decisions, even when everything seems confusing. And I ask above all that you help me never lose faith, because faith is all I have, Father. It's my anchor when the storm comes. It's my light when everything is dark. It's my certainty when everything is uncertain. Without faith, I am nothing. But with faith, I can do all things. Sometimes in the early morning hours when I can't sleep from worry, when I'm staring at the ceiling thinking about everything that could go wrong, faith seems to slip away. It seems like you're far away. It seems like my prayers don't reach you. But then I remember, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And that certainty calms me, Father, knowing that even in the darkest valley, you are with me. Not in front, not behind, but with me, by my side, holding my hand, guiding me, protecting me. My eyes are getting heavy now, Lord. I can barely keep them open. I need to sleep to have strength tomorrow. But before I lay down, I want to say one more time, thank you. Thank you for another day of life, even though it was a hard day. Thank you for my family, who are my reason for living. Thank you for work, even though it's heavy. Thank you for food on the table, even though it's simple. Thank you for a roof over our heads, even though it's humble. Thank you for health, even with my body hurting. Thank you for hearing me, even when all I can do is groan with exhaustion. Thank you for loving me, even though I'm so flawed. Thank you for never abandoning me, even when I doubted. Thank you, Father, for everything. I'm going to lay down now with the certainty that you're in control, with the certainty that you'll take care of everything while I sleep. With the certainty that tomorrow, when the alarm goes off at 5:30 in the morning, you'll lift me up again. You'll give me strength again. You'll sustain me again. Because that's what you do, Father. Every day, without fail. Yesterday you lifted me up. Today you sustained me. And tomorrow I know you'll do it again. And the day after. And the next. Until the day you call me home to eternal rest, where there will be no more pain, no more tears, no more exhaustion. Until then, I'll keep going. One day at a time, one step at a time, one prayer at a time, trusting in you, because you've never failed me, and I know you never will. You are faithful, yesterday, today, and forever. In the name of Jesus, who also worked, who also sweated, who also got tired, who also suffered, but who overcame everything so I could have life. Amen.